Today on Forbes, Taylor Swift and Beyoncé are now worth $2 billion combined. On one track off her new double album, The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift sings, quote, "Lights, camera, and smile." She certainly has plenty to smile about, as does fellow pop star Beyoncé. This past year has been phenomenal for both superstars, with hugely popular tours, super successful movies based on those tours, and new albums to boot. Those factors lifted their net worths and raised their ranks on Forbes' recently released list of America's richest self-made women. The two women have a long friendship, supporting each other's successes over the years. In 2021, Beyoncé sent Swift a bouquet to celebrate her win of Album of the Year for Folklore at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. Most recently, each of them attended the premieres for the films of their record-breaking tours. Swift is now worth an estimated $1.3 billion, up from $1.1 billion in October and $740 million on the 2023 Self-Made Women list. The boost last fall came as a result of the first leg of her Eras tour, which added an estimated $300 million to her fortune. The $200 million jump in her fortune since October came thanks to the increased value of her catalog, now worth an estimated $600 million, plus royalties earned from all the play her songs get, in addition to an estimated $55 million in her earnings from the film version of the Eras tour, which was released in mid-October. Swift now ranks number 24 on the 100-person-strong Self-Made Women list, up from number 34 a year ago. The chanteuse continues to dazzle crowds with all new costumes and choreography on her Eras tour as it moves through Europe, with new music from the double album The Tortured Poets Department, released in April. The 31-track album broke multiple records, including ones she'd previously set. It reached 1 billion streams within 5 days of its release and claimed the top 14 spots on the Billboard Hot 100, prompting a celebratory billboard in Times Square. Beyoncé, meanwhile, wrapped up her 5-month, 17-country Renaissance World Tour last October with an estimated $100 million in earnings for her. In December, she released the film Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé, which documented the creation and execution of the Renaissance World Tour. It pulled in nearly $44 million at the box office. Then in March, she released her first country album, Cowboy Carter, which incorporated and sampled musical powerhouses both past and present, including Chuck Berry, Stevie Wonder, Dolly Parton, and Willie Nelson. Cowboy Carter received over 300 million streams in its first full week of release and broke Spotify's record at the time, which Swift then broke the following month. Together, these milestones helped Beyoncé boost her fortune by $220 million since last year to an estimated $760 million and moved her up 3 notches from a year ago on the self-made list to number 45. Queen Bee still has more in store. In February, she launched her own high-end and pricey hair care line, Sacred. It's too soon to have made a difference in her fortune, but we'll of course revisit that next year. And Beyoncé will share the silver screen with her daughter Blue Ivy in Mufasa, The Lion King, a prequel set to hit theaters in late December. When it comes to streaming and digital, the world remains enamored with both Beyoncé and Swift in a landscape where some celebrities are losing their digital goodwill. Swift saw a 9% increase in Instagram followers to 283 million, while the Beehive grew 3% on the platform to 318 million followers. Beyoncé has also nearly doubled her monthly listeners on Spotify to 65.4 million, while Swift has claimed the title of #1 streamed artist on the platform with 112.9 million listeners. When it comes to awards, Swift added 2 Grammys to her mantle this year, bringing her total to 14. She's the only artist in Grammy history to win Album of the Year 4 times. But Beyoncé continues her reign as Queen of the Grammys, retaining her crown as the most awarded artist in Grammy history, with 32 awards. For full coverage, check out Justin Conklin's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.